Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, so let's just jump right in. We have heroes details for several characters here. Now, we do not have everything, right? We figured this was probably going to happen. Remember that there is, 7 EZA characters coming, including regular Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Him being good will dramatically help out Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, regardless of anything, right? So, I guess let's just jump into it. We have quite a few characters to look at here, but remember, there is going to be a lot more, which should be in the data download in a few hours. And by a few hours, I'm talking like 16 hours. We'll get the data download. All right, so let's take a look. So Super AGL, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Let's take a look. Okay, so leader skill is Heroes, Grade 8 Power, or Fuse Fighter. Really? Okay. Okay. That's good. That's at least like, so like if a bunch of these heroes characters are able to work effectively together, I mean, even the ability to say just add Orange Piccolo to the team or throw in, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or something like that could be helpful for these characters. So that could matter quite a bit. Okay, let's take a look at where his 30% attack on super attack and immense damage. Brother, we can't get defense? We're about to be in 2024. We can't get defense, sir? Okay, well, that's not a great start to the heroes batch of characters. Oh my god, okay, we'll zoom in a little bit more. Okay. Activates the intro when he first shows up. 30% chance to crit, 30% damage reduction for 6 turns. Okay, I like that. Right now, the way the game is structured, I would say it's probably more important to like have this stuff right at the start than towards the end of the fight or something like that. Now, I mean, against Omega, you know, you're gonna lose this, but against what is a harder fight, Fusion Zamasu, you know, Vegito has it right at the sweet spot of the fight, so that's good. 3 key, 200% of stats is good. Wait, what are we looking at here? Stats are, I mean, I guess they're kind of like, HP is very low. That sucks. Terrible HP. Horrible HP. Oh my god, please. That's really bad, by the way, because, like, the Heroes team, you know, you're rocking, you know, one major problem with the Heroes team is your HP, you have hundreds of thousands of HP less than a real team. So, like, if they're trotting out every single Heroes character at this level of HP, the team is screwed. Unless they're all gods. Like, that's not good. His defense is a typical number, but his attack and HP are low. Okay, so yeah, 3 key, 200% of stats. I think it's 150% of stats on super attack, okay? Sure. Another 100% attack and defense, and 70% chance of an additional super if there's another Grade 8 Power or crossover category ally in the same turn. Or Grade 8 Power crossover enemy. 40% chance to crit, 30% damage reduction if all allies are Grade 8 Power or crossover. Okay. So that is not as bad as we could have had, actually. I want to just take a look at Grade 8 Power. Because besides LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, what exactly do we have to work with here? So we have the two of them. I mean, I guess we could rock Grade 8 Kid Gohan. I mean, it could work. He probably won't link well with these characters, but I know that Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is certainly going to be effective here. This guy, man. I'm looking at this. I feel like Vegito is just, like, he's good. He's actually good. Dude, I think he's actually good. I mean, 60% damage reduction. I mean, that's not nothing. I mean, he's got a lot of stats in here too, right? I think he's probably gonna take more damage than people will expect, but I don't know that I really could have asked for more than this. 60% damage reduction sounds good. I'm gonna have to say that. Now, what are we looking at with the active? Let's see. So the Galactic Eternal Sword. When all allies are crossover. A crossover. Starting from the third turn of battle, or just sixth. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, these are a fine condition. This is like Tech Bardock. This is a fine condition for this active skill. Greatly reduce attack temporarily. Ultimate damage to enemy within the turn activated. All attacks become crit. Really? Okay. That's not bad. He seems solid. I mean, maybe I'll use him and he'll be getting clapped up and I'll grow to hate him. Oh, let's look at his links. Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle. No, he looks good. Wow. Okay. Listen, I'm a tough critic. I'm a tough goddamn critic here. 60% damage reduction, I'll take it. You know, if they were trying him out with like 40% damage reduction, I'd be like, guys, I got some bad news for you. But 60%, I mean, we could talk. We could talk with 60% damage reduction. And sure, Omega, we could, you know, we'll get past turn 6, we'll lose that. But, I mean, even still having 30% damage reduction against some of those AoEs will take a little bit of the bite off. And then a physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is good enough to go slot 1. And he has a super attack counter, physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. We could be looking good. Yeah, I don't... Like, what helps this guy a lot, it's very simple. It's Grid 8 power or crossover, right? Like, that's kind of a big deal. It helps that they dropped Daddy right here. Now, he, of course, like any other character, could be a little bit better to help out Vegito, but, I mean, this is still at least a decent pairing, I would say. This character is at least going to be runnable on the team, so. Okay, yeah. I mean, Vegito seems solid, actually. Okay, sure. All right, so we have, this is Crimson, Rose, Goku Black, Super Saiyan 3. We have 50 images here for this guy. So let's take a look at what this bad boy is looking like. Again, there's quite a few characters. This is probably going to be a long breakdown video, but we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do. So, okay. What do we got here? So, he is physical. What is this? It's Crimson Mass Saiyan, right? Crimson Mass Saiyan. Yeah, Super Saiyan Rose 3. Okay. Okay, so he's Heroes, Super Saiyan 3, or Transformation Boost. Okay. Sure. And then the extra, the extra, so he is a 20% leader as well. That is good. As Vegito was, too. Okay. So, we'll look at that. Let me take a look at Super Attack Effect. Stacks attack, and then he gets 30% defense, and he is doing immense damage. Okay. So he's getting... Oh, what are his stats as well? HP is a little better than Vegito, but, like, damn, remember... A lot of major teams you're running you're going to have multiple LRs, you know, who have 20 to 25,000 HP pools. Again, if the whole team... I mean, again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Broly having strong EZAs will help, because they will be over 20,000 HP, but I'm just mentioning HP could be a major concern here, so I want to keep an eye on that. Rose's attack is very low. Defense is kind of like average, and then its HP is a little, it's a little low for my taste, honestly. 3 key, 180% of stats, okay. Another 150% of stats when attacking. High chance to guard. Okay. I'm just going to say that, like, high chances to guard will gain immense value as soon as Dokkan would give us an indication if a character is guarding. With the new update on GP Dokkan, you could see like if items are active, like there's a lot of different things you could see. Just giving us an indication of if guard is up could really help these characters that have, you know, high chance to guard. Then he gets another 100% defense and guaranteed guard if there's another 3 crossover category allies on the team. That doesn't seem so bad. So him plus 3 more. Okay. Then an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super if there is a Goku. I mean, that's pretty worthless right now in all the tough fights. I mean, I guess, to be fair, they did give a mission for the 8th anniversary event just recently. So it's like they're showing that they'll add, you know, missions to that, missions to the Gods and Mortals event and stuff like that. Sure. But, I mean, that's not super crazy. I mean, he seems solid. He's guarding 3 or more crossover allies. It's not the hardest condition ever. This is certainly not a slot 1 character, but this guy in slot 2 or 3, he should be a fairly effective unit. No doubt about that. Oh, I didn't look at Vegito's categories. Let me just quickly take a glance at his categories here. Dragon Ball Heroes, Great at Power, Fuse Fighter, Crossover, Patara, Full Power, Time Traveler, Final Trump Card, Battle Wits, Defender of Justice, yeah, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Power Band, Super Saiyan. Okay, gotcha. Some of those teams could use help, so that's fine. Depending upon the situation, we'll see what it might look like. Alright, so we looked at all that. We just need to see Rose's transformation condition. And he's on Heroes, Super Saiyan 3, Transformation Boost, Crossover, Realm of Gods, Time Traveler, Inhuman Deeds, Crota Body and Mind, Accelerated Battle, Power Band, Super Saiyan Power Wishes at full power. Him being on Power Wishes is pretty relevant because that gives him access to those equips. The 8th anniversary event that was up, that's pretty good. Transformation condition, 5th turn from the start of battle. Okay. It's not, I mean, so Rose maybe, Vegito is geared more so towards Fusion Zamasu. No doubt about it. Maybe Rose is actually going to be geared towards Omega. So this is interesting. And the thing I would like to point out that they did a good job here, Rose is not a 0 in base. So it's not like, there's nothing more unfun than using these characters, and it's like, I just, like, at all costs, we just have to get out of this shitty base form. Right? This guy is not like that. You're not going to get him, he's not going to be very good in slot 1, even though he's guarding, but in other slots, I mean, he should be effective. Okay. So we don't need to see this one as pointless. Leader skill will be unchanged. What's our super attack effect? 30% attack and defense, immense damage. Yeah, I mean, Vegito, the dickhead, could have given himself defense. That could have helped out quite a bit. He heals? What? Dude, they're legitimately making these Heroes characters better than, like, shitty Turles, shitty Super Trunks, like, all these, like, terrible-ass characters. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but these Heroes units are actually kind of looking, you know, decent compared to them, man. Like, it sure would be nice if Super Trunks would have guaranteed card. You know, I'm just saying. It'd be nice if you could run that character and he didn't, I don't know, die every time you use him, like a little bitch. But, you know, just saying. Okay, so Rose just gives you 40% HP regen. Guess what? That's very good. And then every turn after that, 15% HP at the start of every turn. That's pretty good. I'll take that. 4 key, 200% of stats at the start of turn. Okay. Another 150% attack defense when attacking. He gets attack and defense up to 150%. More HP remaining, the greater the stats boost. Okay. Guaranteed guard. That's good. Additional is a high chance to be a super if there's an enemy whose name includes blue. Super Saiyan blue. No, okay. He launches an additional that has a high chance to be a super. And then he gets another additional, the 70% chance to be super if there's a Super Saiyan blue enemy. Which would be... I mean, the only place that would have that would be the 7th anniversary fight against the gods. Keep in mind that there is... Real quick. There is 3 new hero stages Heroes Red Zone stages being added. Hearts is one. There's Golden Metal Cooler, and there's Lags. So I'm not super sure. Lags, Golden Metal Cooler, and Hearts, those are new, right? Cumber and Fu were around last year. What was the first state? It was Golden Cooler as well. So we'll see. But I mean, none of those are Super Saiyan Blue enemies. Regardless, though, yeah, I mean, Rose seems solid. I mean, he seems like he's just like a nice, strong unit. Not a lot of downsides. I could come up with 50. The weakness of these heroes characters, if anything, would just be their low stats. Like, it would just be like, oh, if only they had like just a little bit more raw defense. If only they had like a little bit more like actual like raw attack or something like that. I mean, he seems good. I like this. I don't consider another 3 crossover characters to be that big of a deal. I don't think so. They could have cucked us way harder than that, dude. Are you kidding me? He could have been way worse. We'll take that. Berserk-controlled Blue Vegeta. Okay. Let's take a look at this bad boy right here. You are tech. Okay. HP a bit higher than the other 2 clowns. We'll take that. Defense a little bit higher as well. Attack still low. HP looking, again, a little bit better. Still low for my taste, but a little bit better is good. He's just crossover category, 3 key, 130% of stats. Okay, pointless. 30% defense, disable enemy guard, and supreme damage. I mean, we're getting defense, so it's fine. 3 key, 180% to stats. Medium chance to crit. 50% attack and defense, and then a chance to crit per Dragon Ball Hero category ally in the turn. Okay. I mean, this is more so the type of bullshit I was like, Rose and Vegito didn't get. I mean, if they're going to make Rose and Vegito, like, a little bit more effective, and then put the really heavy restrictions on the other heroes' characters, I could live with that. I mean, Vegito still needs Grade 8 power or crossover, right? But, like, sure, this is fine. Then he gets 40% attack defense with each super attack performed. Okay. Another 120% attack and a 50% chance to crit against one enemy. Additional super high chance to dodge when facing 2. Oh. Yeah, Vegeta seems pretty shitty, I think. I mean, he'd be good against, like, Super Battle Road stages. Well, I kind of wish they'd give him, like, a stun chance or something. Stun, seal, attack debuff. Because I'm reading his kit, and I'm looking more towards, like, Super Battle Road. 180% there. I mean, he'd be getting an extra 100% right there. See, like, this is with each super attack performed, like... See, you know, you get your hidden potential system additional normal, which happen. I mean, if you're me, it happens every single turn. You know, that's not going to help you too much. This Vegeta doesn't seem very good. Like, again, we're not in 2021. Yeah, I don't know. He could put up some, like, raw stats or something like that, but Vegeta's not looking very good. Crossover Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyan, Time Traveler, Vegeta Family, Sibling Bond, Worthy Rival, Bond of Master and Sable, Dragon Ball Hero, Miraculous Awakening. Oh, he's done Miraculous Awakening. Interesting. Gifted Warrior, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and Bond of Parent and Child. Same Warrior Race, Prodigy, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. I didn't look at Rose's links, did I? Let's look at Rose's links. That's the one thing we got to look at. Vegeta just has normal links. Vegeta doesn't look very good to me. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Rose's links. Let's pull up this and this. Brutal Beatdown, Super Saiyan, Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. No BBB for Rose, huh? Okay. That's concern. I mean, that is a concern. We'll see what, like, Fu looks like and stuff like that, like Hearts and these characters. The one good thing is that Vegito and Rose are not super and extreme class restricted, like the characters were last year, right? So that's good. That is good. Like we could run Vegito and Rose on the same team, and they're not clashing with each other's kits, which is, again, really good. And looks like his links do not change in full power Super Saiyan 3 Rose. Okay. Again, Vegeta doesn't seem very good. All right, here we got Super Saiyan 4, or Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Keep in mind with Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly right here that, you know, we are going to get an easy 8 to the normal Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Defense is decent. Attack is low. Again, I'd like HP to be a bit higher than that, but sure, whatever. He's int, okay. Time Traveler, key 3/130% of stats, sure. Super attack, defense for 4 turns. I assume this is going to be a 30% buff. Because Super Saiyan 4 Goku, his is a 30% buff for 4 turns. Right? It's this. This is probably what Broly has. Probably. We'll see. Oh, great. Yeah, please. Here, let me close this. The Dokkan Wiki makes my PC die for some reason. Okay, there's that. 3 key, 200% of stats. 100% attack and defense when attacking. Additional has a high chance to be a super. Additional super against 2 enemies. Additional has a great chance of being a super if there's a fused fighter category enemy. Terrible. Okay. Well, that was fast. Yeah, Broly sucks. Okay. Brutal Beatdown, Saiyan Warrior Raise, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Nightmare, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle. Time Traveler, Pure Saiyan, Full Power, Dragon Ball Hero, Grade 8 Power, Crossover, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Yeah, that sucks. He's terrible. He's awful. That's not gonna, these two are what I expected from Heroes, man. We could be very thankful that Vegito and Rose seem pretty good to me. Okay. I don't think I misread them. Vegeta, like I'm not like overestimating them or something like that. I think Vegito and Rose seem solid. At least the headliners are good. I mean, I will take that. So here's Dark King Fu. He's STR. His HP, now we're looking a little bit better. Like that's a little bit better. Attack low, defense, you know, kind of like a typical number. So his leader skill, battle wits, category key 3/130% of stats. Super attack effect, 30% defense, supreme damage, and then seals. Okay. Could make him good for battlefield. 150% of stats. Another 150% to stats on super. Okay. Extreme class allies. 30% attack and defense. I don't like that there's not key there, man. It just instantaneously I could say that. Like, I like the stats, but key is helpful as well. To be fair, Heroes doesn't have LRs, but we don't know if this guy is restricted to, like, Heroes or something yet. Randomly change key series of a certain type to STR when there's another 3 or more crossover category allies on the team. Okay. See, now we're starting to look pretty bad. Because it's like, it's a crossover restriction is fine, but then specifically extreme crossover, like Dark King Fu is like garbage. Like he's trending towards garbage. Like that's what killed the Heroes units last year. Killed them. Is that it wasn't enough that you had to run them all together, but then they split it further into super and extreme. Can't do that. Like the instantly trash, throw them right in the garbage, man. All right, so we're not looking very good. I mean, that's just orb changing. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. Yeah, change key orbs, STR, if there's another 3 or more crossover allies on the team, sure. 100% attack with a STR key sphere obtained. Okay, well, I don't care about him attacking instantly, so that's fine, whatever. 10% chance to dodge. Up to 50. Extreme class allies, key by 1, up to 5. And then attack and defense plus 4 up to 20% per STR or rainbow key sphere obtained. Whichever key sphere is collected more will be counted. He's terrible. Yeah, no way. Extreme class crossover, like, suck my balls. Like, no, dude. That's death. Are you kidding me? Extreme class Dragon Ball Heroes? Like, no. That's not working. Rose is solid. Who's going slot 1 against Fusion Zamasu? You know, like, figure it out. Like, it's not gonna happen. They're like category like 39 or something like that. Where are they? Looking for Heroes. Yeah, there we go, 42. Yeah, dude, that's not. Mm-mm. Yeah, this is the type of shit I expected. By the way, so Fu, this would be a slot 3 character, right? And this asshole is creating type orbs that he wants. This design sucks. This, to me, like, he's got stuff here, but this is just not practical when it comes to fighting. Right now, the bosses are way tougher than our best characters. No character is 100% safe. No character against Omega and Fusion's. Like, these fights are tough. So, it's like, you know, it's cute. You see some of this stuff. Like, he's got a lot of support, right? He's got dodge. It looks good. But when you're restricting yourself this much, like, it's not, like, that shit's not gonna work. It's not gonna all go perfectly for you. Like, no way. I think Fu, to me, seems like probably the worst of character. Battle Wits, Realm of Gods, Time Traveler, Dragon Ball Hero, Crossover, Accelerated Battle. A lot of characters on Accelerated Battle, huh? Demonic Power, Brainiacs, Cool Judgment, Big Bad Bosses. Yeah, sure would be nice if Rose had that, considering, like, all of the good Dragon Ball Hero villains have got that, right? Sealess has it, Hearts has it. Meki Cabra has it. Meki Cabra would easy next year. Yeah, big Godly Power, Fear of Faith, Fierce Battle. Yeah, Fu sucks. He's ass. Yeah. Go to hell, Fu. You suck. Alright, Golden Metal Cooler. He could be good. Golden Metal Cooler and Janemma could be good because they already have defensive mechanics built in. Alright, so we're AGL, of course, obviously, we know that. Because his SSR is already out and he has AGL. Defense is low. Yeah, his defense is low. Attack is low. HP is okay. Crossover 3 key 150%. Super attack effect 50% attack and defense. Okay, we'll take that. It's pretty good. 200% of stats. Another 80% if HP is 50% or more. Okay. HP is 50% or more when performing a super. Okay. Launches an additional, it's a 70% chance to be a super attack. Okay. 20% damage reduction. Then he gets 1 key up to 5 and 40% attack up to 200%. And then more damage reduction per crossover category LA in the team. Character's super attack will be sealed if HP is 20% or less at the start of the turn. So, okay. 20%, you can get up to 60%. Yeah, I think we could work with this. Right, remember, Fu is a loser. No one's gonna be running him. But you know, we could rock with Golden Metal Cooler. I could envision this guy, you know, this guy could be very effective potentially against Omega, right? Remember, STR Omega is secretly the scariest boss in the game that no one besides, I still have never heard one single person talk about how scary STR Omega is besides myself. I've not seen one tweet about it. I have not seen people talk about STR Omega. I've not seen Reddit posts. I haven't seen, like, comments on other videos. Oh, STR Omega is so scary. I'm the only one that seems to respect STR Omega. This guy potentially could be really helpful. Nice slot 1 against STR Omega. Guard plus damage reduction. I don't care that his super gets sealed. HP's under 20% at the start of turn. You know how uncommon that is? I don't view that as some problem at all. He has an additional that's 70% chance to be a super, but it's not like he builds up by supering, so you fail the great chance and then you get pissed off. That seems decent. I'll take Golden Metal Cooler. He's not bad. He does have the crossover restriction. Sure. Well, wait a minute. But it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6, right? Wait, no. It's 5. It's 5. Yeah, 16, 24, 32, 40. Yes. Never mind me, man. I'm tired, okay? No, I'm hungry. I gotta adjust my glasses, man. Never mind. All right, so yeah, I think Golden Metal Cooler seems fine to me. You know, again, so like we could get Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito on the team. We got Rose in the team. You know, hopefully we can have a spot for like EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. We could have... Wait, let me double... Real quick, let me double check Super Saiyan 4 Vegito again. Is it... Because already there's so many characters' kits in my brain that I have to take a look at. So... Yeah, but, okay. He gets the extra damage reduction if the characters are great at power or crossover, right? So, like, Rose on there and Golden Middle Cooler are not going to hurt him. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm seeing a team formulate here. A good team. Like, this Dragon Ball Hero team is going to be better than the Turles' team. It's going to be better than Super Trunks' team, man. Like, without a doubt. Like, do you want double Vegeta? Like, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito shits on Super Trunks, right? Like, it's not even close. So, that's good. That's good. It's like, yeah, Super Trunks gets good on turn 57. Great. Thanks. Awesome. We're dead already. Too bad. Yeah. Never got a chance to transform. Too bad. Vegito at least is good right away. I love when I don't have to wait for them to be good. That's pretty good. We will take that. Wait, did I click off Cooler too fast? Hit strongest gun in space, auto generation, fusion, deficit boost, shocking speed, cold judgment, shining limit. Link set is really bad. Crossover, Resurrect the Warrior, full power, transformation boost, wicked bloodline, artificial life form, Dragon Ball Hero, and corroded body and mind. One thing that is, of course, a bit of a shame, like, you know, how often are we getting corroded body and mind buffs, man? Like, you know, and it's like, this guy, like, we're not using him on corroded body and mind, right? Because this is a crossover specific character, but at least the Heroes team doesn't look like just complete bullshit already. So Golden Metal Cooler as an option there is good. Alright, so we have Modified Janemba. HP typical number. HP is a concern for the Heroes team. We've seen a lot of these characters' HPs. It's going to be a concern. The team's going to have low HP. We really need Super Saiyan 4, normal Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito to be good easy A's, man. That's very important. Defense typical, attack low. Just like all these characters. Crossover category 3 key 150% of stats. Super attack, supreme damage, 30% attack and defense. Wait a minute. So he gets 30% attack and defense and then lowers enemies' attack and defense for 3 turns? The thing, I don't know why. So I'm assuming that the 3 turns, it's the attack and defense and the debuff, because these debuffs typically are 3 turns anyway. They don't Am I stupid? They don't specify that like that, right? Like, it's not like a stated thing, but typically these debuffs are for 3 turns anyway. So I'm reading this that this 30% buff is for 3 turns. And the debuff is for 3 turns. Which, I mean, that's already a good start. If this is 3 turns, potentially. Okay. Launches an additional 70% chance to be a super. When facing 2 or more enemies. And guards all attacks for 5 turns from his initial turn. So, the guard is just, he does guard for his first 5 turns. 40% attack and defense per crossover category, allying the team up to 200%. Gets 80% attack with each attack performed up to 240%. Okay. 60% defense with each attack received up to 180%. Okay. 2 key is 70% chance to crit after he performs or receives 5th attack in battle. Crossover, Dragon Ball Hero, Corroded Body, Mind, Accelerated Battle, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Big Bad Boss, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Fear and Face, Shining Limit. I'm a little uncertain on Modified Janemba here. Like, he's guarding the first 5 turns. We can go fight Red Zone Fusion Zamasu, and that will matter a lot, right? Like, that's good. But I'm questioning if this guy's defense is going to be high enough anyway. I mean, keep in mind, we're looking at all these characters. What are they all doing, right? It's like, oh, 200% attack and defense start a turn, 150% attack and defense on super, right? You're seeing that on like every character. Janemba, he gets his buff with the crossover allies on the team, but then he needs to get hit. Getting hit to defend, I'm not too much of a fan. And I mean, now we could start talking about, okay, so like this character, we're running him on crossover. What villains are we running? Let me read Hearts' kit again. Hearts, my boy. Yeah, I mean, we could run him. Like, you could run Hearts mixed with some superclass characters, but I mean, modified Janemba, he's not like a complete loser, but I do question what his purpose. Like, I feel like he needs a little more. I feel like he needed a little bit more. Like, I just don't care. 70% chance to crit? Sure. I mean, I guess that is my mind state for a lot of these teams, but, you know, I'm saying that, and in the back of my head, it's like, yeah, because we've got, like, you know, the 8th anniversary LRs tearing the bosses in half, right? On a lot of these teams, damage does not matter half as much as people pretend it does, which leads into one of the things why dodge is much better than people realize, is because these characters are racking up insane amounts of damage anyway, right? Like, it's a lot of these characters literally do not need the hidden potential system additional and full crit builds and shit like that. It's not actually giving you that much more damage than people like realize. Like, whereas the defense can actually help balance these characters out and really give you a nice hand. But on the heroes team, that might not be the case, right? Like, the heroes team probably is going to output lower damage than some of these big teams, I'm thinking. So damage in these characters and, you know, crits and stuff like that, I would argue probably actually would be a little bit more important on the heroes team than they would on kind of just like a typical team, right? Like, you know, we don't have double LR future Gohan, you know, leading our team or some shit like that, right? Like, I'm a little uncertain on Janemba. I'm going to want to see Janemba. I want to see what those stats of Janemba looks like in battle. I'm actually a little uncertain. So, okay. Janemba, I'm kind of not really too sure. I'm leaning towards him not being as good as people might think. Golden Metal Cooler seems good. Dark King Fu is the worst character, I think. Super Saiyan 4 Limbringer Broly seems bad. Berserk Vegeta seems bad as well. But Rose and Vegito seem good. They do. Is there anything else? Like, did they tweet out Toa? Toa's a free-to-play character, so I doubt it. No, they didn't. There we go. I would say this is a W, all things concerned. If they're gonna give us, I mean, if Vegeta and Broly are mid and Fu is bad, but then Golden Metal Cooler is good and Janemba's, you know, again, I'm not sure if he's good or bad. Like, I will sacrifice a couple of these characters to make a couple of them really good, which I think Rose and Vegito are actually really good. They seem good to me. So, yeah, dude, like, is Vegito not just, again, better than Kale, better than Turles, better than Super Trunks? Like, are those characters going to be better than this guy? Like, no way, right? Like, no chance. The only thing with Vegito, I don't know why the piece of shit can't have defense on a super attack effect, man. Like, it matters. People, like, it does. It matters. It matters a lot. But he looks good. And, I mean, you know, these crit chances here, again, sometimes, like, a lot of major characters, I'll gloss over, like, you know, crit chance sometimes. Or, like, super effective against all types or something like that. But, again, on the heroes team, these are probably going to be needed quite a bit. All right, let me know what you guys think. Remember that there's still a lot of other characters that we're going to be getting as part of this, right? So, you know, one of the big ones that we could certainly talk about here. Let me just pull up Proton's tweet going over their stats. I think that's just a nice tweet that we could just look at to show the characters that are coming. But like, if Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito could be good, like, we could be in business. So here's the easy characters. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Broly. The reason I am really, really targeting them hugely is their HP numbers, which we need on this Heroes team badly. I mean, I don't have any expectations for him. Demon Goddess Toa, to me, seems like she could be really good. But we'll see. They need to give her defensive... If they give her defensive mechanics, she's going to be super good. Demon Goddess Toa. Dark Mask King could be very interesting, you know, with his heal and his guard and stuff like that. And I'm not sure about Black Mask Saiyan, Super Mirror, or Demon Form Demigra. I'm not really too sure. But the 2 Super Saiyan 4s getting easy is a nice start. Because right now, Limburger Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is very good, right? You know, we could run, like, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team. You could run Rose, you could run Golden Metal Cooler, right? So, it's like we kind of have, like, the start of a team there. But, I mean, certainly we're going to need a couple of more options. I mean, I think, depending upon the fight, you know, we could get away, like, this guy, we could run him against Omega. This is a character that could be run against Omega, this guy. I would argue Limburger Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is just dead. He's just dead completely. Or Vegeta, Limburger Vegeta is just a complete loser. I mean, we can certainly, this guy is good enough to run. Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is good enough to run. Hearts, you can find spots for Hearts as well. Remember, Hearts was buffed. Now that, well, wait, what's his, or if he gets hit 5 times, because remember, I'm thinking of a team where we're mixing super class and extreme class, so he would have to get hit 5 times, and then remember, he is guarding his first turn in Ultimate Hearts. Okay. There's a few options from last year who are like fringe contenders. To me, I would say if you are a Heroes fan, the page crashed. If you're a Heroes fan, I would think that this is a W. Like the Heroes defenders, I would argue are winning tonight. Because Vegito and Rose to me seem pretty good. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.